guarding, or was guarding, Ellie Cadeau kind of back in the lane, not giving him the driving opportunities, and it's picked up the team inside. But the veteran Bacon.
Second all-time scoring in program history in North Carolina. Bacon with that jump hook opens it up today, and Walker does the same on the other end. And Jim, let's dump it down to Malik Hall. Guarded by Harrison Ingram. A matchup in the front court, and the jump hook is good. Offense is efficient early.
Play over.
First time these two programs have met in the NCAA tournament since 09. R.J. Davis, he is the #1 option. Top scorer. Davis gets himself in the scorebook. Answer on the other end by Tyson Walker. Top seeds have dominated so far in this tournament. Lonnie Sissoko, first minute on the floor. Go turnaround jumper is good.
MSU has been unable to win more than 3 games in a row in all of 2024. Inconsistency literally defined their season, yet here they are, as unified.
Determined and ready to go and talented as anybody in the nation.
Michigan State preseason #4, but they were out of the top 25 by Thanksgiving. As Malik Hall, late clock, working on Jalen Withers. Pretty incredible record in the NCAA tournament for one major team against another. Davis knocks it down. Little mid-range jumper is good for R.J. Davis.
Where Michigan State could then take advantage of it in transition, but a turnover nonetheless.
A.J. Hogarth sticks a 3. A 10-point lead for Michigan State.
And with both teams, the longer jump shots you shoot, the longer the rebound and more chance that both teams can get in transition. Beautiful play.
Trimble able to lay it in.
A great way to come in and secure that defensive rebound. And Davis
in transition, R.J. Davis. In college sports, had a good chat with Mr. Phillips before the game.
Great chat.
He's been bouncing around all over to see various teams in the ACC. That's a hit for Jalen Washington. Jackson Kohler backing his way in. Kohler working on Washington. A flurry of moves. Oh, and the kid from Utah. Jaden Akins. And now Walker. Great guards here with Michigan State. Oh, Tyson Walker hits a 3.
You know, it's interesting. Here's the amount of respect that Jalen Withers gives Tyson Walker. And that time he's in Tyson Walker. Like giving him room. And that time, here's the transition for Michigan State.
Walker, transition 3. He's got another one. Back to back. To 9, but right now he's sticking with his 8. Everybody getting minutes in this first window here. Cadeau drives it. Man, Cadeau scores. Cadeau.
Well, you know, as reluctant as he's been to shoot the basketball this time, once he got in the...
Malik Hall once again going at Withers. Matchup to watch early here. Hall has had his way and continues it that way. In the post. Michigan State by 11. Carolina fires a 3. Ingram's got it. He can shoot it out there. He was one of the point of emphasis.
He can defend, rebound, but he also has the ability to shoot from outside. He could be a difference maker. And speaking of which, right there, good defense by Cormac Ryan on Jaden Akins. You're trying to get rid of your opponent, but at the same time, in the middle of the court, beautiful pass.
Oh, Bacon finishes. That was Cadeau who set him up. Cadeau gives it right back to him. In transition, the 3-pointer, shooter's touch. Harrison Ingram. And now Walker lets a long 3-pointer fly, comes up short. Wojcik moves it. Wojcik drives it, kicks it. Davis squares up a 3. Cash money.
In transition, Wojcik draws, drives, draws, kicks it out. CJ, 3U very much.
Cormac Ryan for 3, got it. Streaky shooter. Jaden Akins with Wojcik on the screen. Akins rises up, mid-range jumper is true. He's got a pure stroke. Then key on a couple of fast break opportunities. Denied again. Bacon with another block. Cormac Ryan drives it. And he is blocked by Hall. Last touch by Ryan. Working clock here. Can take it all the way down. Cadeau finally finds Ingram, who pops out for a 3. And he hits it. Harrison Ingram. A 17-0 run It finishes as a 23-3 run, and Ingram hits a big one, Jim.
I tell you what, the closing speed.
Party ball here to start this second half. And A.J. Hogarth missed a little mid-range jumper. Cooper keeps it alive, and Cadeau with a block. The matchups here, back down to Bacot. They clear it out. Cooper trying to defend, and now kicks it. And Ryan hits a three. Again, the ball movement.
And that sight line to catch, have a clean look, and ultimately knock it in.
Second three for Ryan. Walker hangs and scores. And that is the guy that Michigan State will call on.
Well, it was Tyson Walker that kind of got the party started for Michigan State early. He was able to get to his mid-range game, knocking a couple threes, and let's see if he and Malik Hall can get it back.
So Malik Hall this time working on Harrison Ingram. He wasn't moving Ingram. 9 points. He has been a real threat on the block. Bacot just picking him apart on the double team. He's finding the open man. It is Ingram.
You come in for the double team. When the ball goes around, I'm going to freeze it here. When A.J. Hogarth comes to this double team, watch where his hands are at. He's a smaller opponent that doesn't really influence the pass out. So if you're going to double team.
Hogarth working with Cooper, goes away from it. Akins wide open for three, rips the cords. He might have taken his last. He's missed his last 11 three-pointers. Akins, catch and shoot. Back-to-back for Jaden Akins.
Pass to come back on the strong side. And if it goes weak side, it's an advantage. And speaking of which, Holloman able to get up underneath the defense. And we see
Holloman, a big scorer off the bench. Tom Izzo tries to get about 8 to 10 minutes a game from the point guard position. Bacot going strong, missed it, but the putback is good. Armando Bacot gets his own, puts it in, stops an 8-0 run. Akins flying down the floor after the make, and one.
With more pace, you get easier opportunities to get in. Sparty's still down, but making a run at it right now. Clevo, Mateen cleaves it down.
Harrison Ingram drives it this time. A little fade away. He's good, man. He is cooking right now.
Look at it.
R.J. Davis. Step back three-pointer flies. Back iron. Long rebound to Bacot. And he'll get it back to Davis, who's got a plug in his nose right now. Looks like he may have taken a shot. Working with Bacot. Two-man game. No, Davis will just take it himself. Now 6 to shoot. Davis pounding it. Davis trying to get loose from Holloman. Cannot. He is stripped. Tyson Walker with the steal. And Walker able to lay it in. Contested by Trimble.
Tyson Walker in transition. Out of his peripherals, identifying where Trimble was at.
Bacot, baseline jumper is true. 16 and 6 for him right now. 2 of those 6 rebounds offensive. Here's Booker, and he's got it. And that is a confidence booster right there.
To stretch the court, bring the big out.
Cormac Ryan misses the three. Here is Hogarth driving, and Trimble's got another one. Just shy of 10 a game. Top 30 in the nation. Three-pointer from Davis. Oh, Paul Glass. Michigan State trying to answer here. Hall goes between the legs. And Hall, a little spice on that one as he hits the mid-range jumper. That was a lot of traffic.
Yeah. Double team came over for Booker.
Bacot hits Ingram. He misses. Withers. The offensive rebound and the putback. That forced the turnover. Now he gets a putback here. The kid from Charlotte playing in his hometown. Xavier Booker taking on Withers. Ooh, he's got a lot of skill in his game. Tom Izzo trusts him, especially when he needs three-pointers. Carolina's lead is 5 with the ball. Here comes Withers again. Bacot, eyes in the back of his head. He's just dealing with cramping. He's got the massage gun on his calf. He's pounding water over there. As Elliot Cadeau lays it in. Carolina trying to stretch it now. Get back into double digits. Ingram, why not? And it goes! Hit every part of that rim and falls. Like he's dealing with some cramping in the lower leg. Hall drives it. Oh, what a strong finish for Malik Hall with Bacot right on him.
Down to 4 or 5 with about 3 minutes left. Heads it into this game.
Bacot from the post, little turnaround jump hook is good. His signature shot.
Yep. But at the same time, he could be a liability on the defensive end.
Tar Heel fans feeling like this might be one of the best defensive teams. There's a follow. Jalen Washington
Finished that play. Michigan State hasn't been able to finish inside, but on the other end, have it come to fruition. North Carolina just gutted it out. 50-50 balls, and look at this. Another layup inside, and that's another miscue defensively. You can't allow the ball. The inside-out combination of Davis and Bacot. And why that's important is because if the jump shots are not falling, you can throw it down inside and get some tough baskets. So he didn't take chances. He stayed solid. He made the solid plays, and he didn't cost his team offensive opportunities by giving it up. And not panicking when they got down North Carolina.
Nice finish by Davis and a little skip.
It was not enough for this veteran-laden North Carolina team who right now looking forward to LA, Santa Monica.
They'll have a matchup with either Alabama or Grand Canyon at the Sweet 16 in Los Angeles.